Last month, AI-generated explicit photos of Taylor Swift circulated online, reaching tens of millions of people before they were ultimately taken down. But this issue doesn't just impact celebrities and politicians. Women and young girls across the country are also falling victim. But the legal system is still catching up, leaving non-consensual deepfakes largely unchecked. In tonight's Prime Focus, Emmanuelle Saliba speaks to victims and to those pushing for more protections.
Explicit deepfakes. This dark underbelly of AI-generated content is once again making headlines.
The White House again raising alarm, this time after artificial images, deepfakes of Taylor Swift, explicit in nature.
But while some people might just be finding out about explicit deepfakes, nefarious uses of this technology have been impacting primarily women and children for years.
Porn of myself I never created has been viewed, distributed, and sold.
To understand where we are today, we have to go back to 2017 when the term deepfakes first appeared on a Reddit forum.
People were sharing photoshopped pictures of women's faces pasted onto other women's bodies, and it was almost always celebrity women pasted onto the bodies of porn stars.
Samantha Cole was the first journalist to report on deepfakes.
And in late 2017, someone in that forum who had the username deepfakes took that to another level and started creating video versions of face swap.
With that post, the term deepfakes was born, and for a time it referred specifically to this kind of non-consensual manipulated pornography.
In the months immediately following, people were able to trade methods and techniques on how to make deepfakes at home.
The subreddit was eventually banned from the platform in 2018, but in the same month, the first website dedicated solely to deepfake pornography appeared online. Fast forward to today, this technology is more sophisticated and accessible than ever. Creating this type of non-consensual imagery has become as easy as downloading an app. These types of fabricated images can easily circulate in high school group chats or be shared widely on social media for millions to see, like those fabricated images of Taylor Swift.
We've seen non-consensual image abuse, non-consensual pornography, most of it targeting women, really grow massively into a real problem, not just targeting celebrities anymore, but also private individuals, everyday women.
Henry Eider has been researching deepfakes since 2017.
These tools have become so much more accessible. Awareness of these technologies has really grown. And so I think we're in a position now where we're talking probably millions of women as victims.
A lot of people like to believe that you have control over your own image online. And it's something that I found again and again just really is not true. People can do anything with your image.
This is Jibby. She's a popular YouTuber who in 2022 publicly shared how deepfakes impacted her.
It is violating. It makes me very angry. It shapes how I trust people and how I trust strangers. It shapes my everyday actions and how paranoid I feel I have to be to keep myself safe.
Those who are depicted in manipulated non-consensual pornography experience almost identical impacts to those who are actually having real images distributed without their consent. And that's largely because it's the same sense of being turned into sexual entertainment against your will.
Marianne Franks is a lawyer who heads the Cyber Civil Rights Initiative, a nonprofit dedicated to combating online abuse.
The kind of shame, humiliation, the kind of doorway into really dark harassment that can take place not just online but also offline, reputational consequences, maybe being fired from their jobs, maybe being kicked out of their schools.
The question definitely still lingers of if I lost out on that business opportunity because of those images, some of which were really extreme, if I'm just being honest. I mean, they weren't just nude images, they were like sex acts.
Blair White is a political commentator and YouTuber, and she says that in 2019, during an audition for a TV show, she found out that fake images of herself existed online.
It was an older man who basically handed me a physical folder with printed out images of me performing various sex acts, just being nude, stills from videos that were created, and basically, the intention was for me to answer for what these were and to tell him if these were real images. And either way, it was very humiliating.
While some women have spoken out about being targets of deepfake pornography, talking about the issue can come at a price.
Come to find out, there is actually a lot of like fake porn images of me on the internet. I had made a video going into my experience. Me even talking about this publicly is not only going to encourage people to go look at it, first of all, out of curiosity, but also maybe encourage more to be created.
There is no federal law in the U.S. tackling deepfake pornography. At the moment, the ability to bring criminal or civil charges against an individual differs from state to state.
Technology is always outpacing the law. Law is very slow. So while there are theoretically possible avenues that you could pursue, they all put the burden on the victim to have time and money and resources and honestly the mental sort of stamina to do this.
A congressman is trying to change that.
And so this bill aims to make sure there are both criminal penalties as well as civil liability for anyone who posts without someone's consent images of them appearing to be involved in pornography, intimate art, without their consent.
Representative Morelli's new bill was introduced to Congress and referred to a committee in 2023. Meanwhile, more survivors are sharing their stories publicly and banding together to demand the removal of the biggest deepfake websites.
If you have been a victim of deepfakes, there are a lot of resources finally coming forward to support you. And you are certainly not alone.
I hope that people who participate in creating these images will hopefully have maybe a change of heart about what they're doing, because you wouldn't want it done to your girlfriend, your wife, your mother, your daughter, your son, your father, anyone.
So many falling victim to this. Our thanks to Emmanuelle Saliba.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.